Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, broadcasting live, Apple Valley, California.
Science and technology.
Happy Friday, right?
Yep.
In the
Friday.
afternoon, at least.
Yep. Friday before Memorial Day weekend.
That's right.
So
if you get a chance, think about the soldiers, sailors, Marines that have made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our nation.
And there have been a lot.
Yeah,
There have
been a lot.
So
just take a moment.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Who knows where we would be without their bravery
And courage,
So,
yeah. And the final measure.
Yeah, and their service.
Yeah.
So veterans as well. I know we said
we
have Veterans Day in November, but it's all part of it. Yeah, so it's cool.
Okay, the Haenyeo's unique traits stem from both genetics and lifelong practice, offering clues for improving cardiovascular health. These are the ladies in Korea that dive for albacore or whatever, free dive. Yeah,
Yeah, this is pretty extreme stuff.
And I'm seeing some pictures there. They're in like diving suits, to keep warm because the water's cold. And they got this singular mono goggle. And they just.
Have you ever been a water guy, like swimming, diving, that kind of stuff?
Not diving, but swimming, yeah. Snorkeling.
Have you ever gone down
30, 40 feet? Oh, yeah. Scuba.
No, free diving. I'm talking about like I used to, I was a lifeguard and a swimming instructor for the Park and Rec in our city in Victorville. And the deepest pool we had was 10 feet, where we had 3-meter board, 1-meter board. And you could dive off that, and then you'd have to swim to the bottom of that pool, 10 feet. And man, that to me was deep enough. I didn't want to go any deeper. But these ladies are going down 66 times that amount. Yeah. And just doing it,
hunting, doing their thing, and then coming up.
This is just amazing stuff. So
a recent analysis of a group of all women extreme divers off the coast of Korea has revealed genetic differences that may help them endure the intense physical demands of free diving. These findings could eventually lead to improved treatments for blood pressure related disorders. The results are published in Cell Reports on May 2nd, 2025. Would you like to know more? And if the answer is yes, smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, and we really appreciate the surge in subscribers that we've had just in the last few days. So it's amazing. So thank you very much. The study focused on the Haenyeo women who have spent their lives diving in the coastal waters of Jeju Island, located about 50 miles south of mainland South Korea. These women free dive to depths up to 60 feet to collect seaweed, abalone, and other marine foods, often spending hours in the water every day throughout the year. For centuries, Haenyeo diving has been central to Jeju's economy and cultural identity, though the tradition is now in decline. Today, most active divers are in their 60s and 70s, which
That's
is
hard
just
to believe.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
A 60-year-old,
Yeah.
a 70-year-old. Quote, "They're absolutely extraordinary women," said Melissa Ilardo, PhD, assistant professor of biomedical informatics at University of Utah Health, U of U, the Utes, and the study's senior author. Quote, "Every day they head out and get in the water, and that's where they work all day. I saw women over 80 diving off a boat before it even stopped moving." Crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty dedicated work there.
Dang.
To investigate whether the Haenyeo's diving abilities have a genetic basis, that researchers measured physiological traits such as blood pressure and heart rate. They then analyzed the participants' DNA and identified 2 genetic variants linked to traits that could enhance diving performance. So this is great. Yeah, why? I just don't get that.
I gotta have lung capacity. Gotta oxygenate the blood.
Right, but that's it's like teaching somebody how to run fast. You're either going to run fast or you're not going to run fast, right? I mean, you can practice that.
Those kind of tricks,
It is, but
you're pushing yourself.
My mom's a diver. My grandmother was a diver. My great grandmother was a diver.
One misstep, you're shark bait. One misstep.
Yeah, or you
get startled by it.
Have you ever tried to swim underwater for a long distance? Hold your breath.
Yeah, it's hard. You think you've gone a mile and you've gone 10 feet.
Right, and they say sooner or later you start feeling like, hey, I can do this forever, and that's when you pass out and don't make it.
Is that what happened to you?
No,
Oh.
I didn't know what happened to me.
Okay.
But I have, I used to be able to swim like 25, 30 yards underwater without
yards. That's 60 feet.
Yeah, without coming up for air.
Dang.
But yeah, you start feeling it towards. I mean, your lungs start to get compressed, and you want to breathe, but you can't because you don't have gills. So
yeah.
But anyway,
maybe that's the next thing. Scientists to do gills. Put gills behind their ears or something.
Incredible Mr. Limpet.
What?
Incredible Mr. Limpet. You ever seen that movie?
No. Oh. Yes. That's Don Knotts.
Yeah.
Haenyeo divers are more than 4 times more likely than mainland Koreans to have a genetic change associated with lower blood pressure while diving. The researchers believe this difference could keep divers and their unborn children safe when diving during pregnancy.
So
they
dive
when
while
they're pregnant. Oh my gosh.
That's ultra extreme.
What are the men doing? What are the men doing?
No wonder these kids are used to it because they're
down there.
They're going under the same conditions, right?
I hope the husbands are cooking up what they bring up. I hope they're master chefs.
Yeah, what
the
are
women
they
are
doing?
This.
What are they doing? Anyway, if you know any of these people, let us know.
Let us know.
Or maybe they're not married. Well, I don't want to say that.
Are you in the market?
Pregnant.
Are you looking?
No. I'm happily married to one woman. I'm good. So, breath hold diving not only limits the body's oxygen supply, but also raises divers' blood pressure during the dive. The research say holding one's breath in other contexts, such as sleep apnea, is associated with pregnancy-related blood pressure disorders. Although it's unknown whether diving causes the same effect. So, but yeah, that's like the anti-holding your breath, right? You're not trying to do that. Your body just kind of shuts down, right?
Shuts down. It's automatic. Yeah. So what I'm going to read next, I want you to hold your breath through what I read. Okay, ready? Breathe in. The researchers speculate that if the genetic change helps lower blood pressure, it could be especially vital for the Haenyeo. These women dive throughout pregnancy and must avoid blood pressure conditions such as preeclampsia, which can be fatal. Quote, this is not something that every human or every woman is able to do, says Diana Aguilar Gomez, PhD, postdoctoral researcher in evolutionary biology at the University of California, Los Angeles, and the first author on the study. It's kind of like they have a superpower. You did it?
Okay.
Wow, man. What was it like?
I don't know. I don't want to do it again.
You don't want to do it again?
The paragraph wasn't much longer.
And I was clipping along, too.
Second genetic difference is related to pain tolerance, specifically cold-based pain. Air temperatures off Jeju Island drop to around freezing in the winter, but the Haenyeo don't stop diving. Quote, I asked them once if they could stop diving if it got too cold enough. Lardo said, they said that as long as the wind alarm doesn't go off, they'll still get in the water. She clarifies. The wind alarm is to keep them from blowing out to sea. Oh. Well, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, no.
Right? So you jump out of the boat. I mean, and again, do we know if these boats, is there somebody that stays in the boat, or do they attach like a lanyard to the boat and to their leg when they dive so they know that they're going to come up to the boat? Because the wind comes up.
I doubt there'd be a lanyard because you could get caught and suffocate or asphyxiate. Yeah. The team didn't measure individuals' cold tolerance, so they can't say whether the change they see may be important for the Haenyeo's ability to dive year-round, but they plan to investigate the difference further in future work. The genetic differences that could boost diving ability are found throughout the population of Jeju Island, but much of what makes the Haenyeo women special comes from a lifetime of practice. Researchers have long known that when anyone dives, trained or untrained, Haenyeo or not, their heart rate reflexively drops to conserve oxygen for longer.
Yeah, so that's like those deep divers for the Navy or that work for
so try to set records,
Right, but I mean, there are guys that'll go down and do like underwater welding or something, or they'll go down to
you got these long flippers. Stuff. The flippers are like 4 foot long.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the guys that wear the diving suits with the big helmets.
Oh, the big bell, yeah.
They've got to come up and go through like a decompression period.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yeah, this is wild stuff. For an average untrained person from Jeju Island, heartbeat slows down by 20 beats per minute. Wow, that's a lot. And over the course of a simulated dive. For Haenyeo, with a lifetime of diving experience, heart rate drops by up to twice that. Wow, that is way low. The researchers hope that their discovery of a genetic difference linked to blood pressure will ultimately advance care for health conditions like stroke that are related to high blood pressure. So, yeah.
Intriguingly, Jeju Island has one of the lowest rates of stroke mortality in Korea, raising the possibility that the genetic change could help protect against stroke, Ilardo says. If there's something about it that actually reduces the risk of stroke mortality, then we could help people everywhere by understanding what's special about these women. Let's keep testing them. Let's keep poking and prodding them, right?
Well, they are definitely special, so
they're doing something right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I wonder who cooks up that food too, the seaweed and the albacore. And
yeah, maybe you eat it when you're buying your sushi.
Oh yeah.
The store.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.